I'm Cortavius. We are back for Faction Wars Hard. Looks like it's Orc Crypt and Barbarian Crypt, and we're going to do stages 1 to 3 on both of those and knock them off. So let's get into that. But first, click the link on the description below because you can get a crazy starting raid right now. Once you get into your account, hit that promo code up above, Desert Queen, and you can add Tuanarak along with Narma, the other legendary I'm offering with the link. That's 2 legendaries on the first day of the account, and you also get the best epic in the game, Uugo, Anax, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress. It really is crazy. Just follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out of Barbarian Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register the brand new email. Step 3, launch raid, complete the tutorial. And step 4, go to your inbox, and Narma's sitting there waiting for you. Tuanarak as soon as you enter the code. Crazy. I don't know how long that's going to last. I mean, I really don't. So I would get it before Tuanarak goes away. That is just awesome. All right, let's get into hard mode, Faction War. All right, let's give our Barbarians a shot. I got a feeling Armand's makes everything easy on this thing. So this one is place 10 stun debuffs, and Armand's is just going to do that. So I guess the question is, do I really want War Maiden? That's due the rare. I should go see if there's a quest for that. Hold on. Well, I need to defeat a Faction Wars boss. So that means I won't get one of these stages done if I get the advanced quest done. So that sucks, which I'm going to choose not to. So we don't need the rare though. So we can put in somebody better. I really have nobody better. Man, I guess we'll put the fat man in. So I'm just going to hit auto on this one and see if Armand CCs everybody, stuns everybody, and we just blow through this thing. So I guess we got some force champs in there, which could make him weak hit. But I assume they're just going to roll through this thing. I'll bring you back if anything exciting happens. These champions sure do some stupid stuff on AI. I got Armand's in there sheeping everybody because I didn't set a preset, and then Farak and the Fat sends everybody into ally attack to sheep. And then the sheep comes back up from the ally attack, and Armand's sheeps him again. It's just stupid. I'll be back. All right, well, that was pretty easy. As expected, Armand's just went through and CC'd everybody, and Yakarl's built for damage for me, and so he did 1,000,000 and just took everybody out. So that was easy. All right, this one we need to provoke 10 champs. So provoke champs in my Barbarians is not very exciting. So I'm in your way, sorry. If I look at the champs I have, Freya, Elder Skarg. Elder Skarg can do an AoE, but they have to be legendary champs. I haven't even seen the waves yet. But if they're legendaries, then Elder Skarg's pretty good. Everybody else is single target. So Contra does do it on her passive, but you gotta have debuffs on the enemy. So if they have 5 or more debuffs. So I'm just gonna go with Armand's to stun them, let Contra cycle around to her own skill, which puts debuffs up. So she's gonna need some turns. So I don't have many other deep to even offer. So if I get rid of the filter, I gotta look for people with debuffs. I don't really have anybody built that does debuffs other than, I guess, Armand's and Contra and freezing them with Yakarl. So Tuanarak probably could do that, but I don't have her built. So I don't see anybody else that's worth throwing in there. I guess Farakan puts on HP burns and poisons. So I got to choose between him and we got the others. So I might as well throw Farakan in there again. All right, let's give that a shot. I'll be right back. So just to show you how that looks, I'll stun them so they can't take a turn. Well, the 2 force champs both resist. That's unfortunate. So we'll throw Contra up there. So I got 5 there. I don't have enough. So if I freeze everybody and hope he doesn't kill them. Now we've got plenty of debuffs. So if I just let Con come back around, and he can get anybody who's short. So that's enough on her. Decrease speed maybe? Well, there you go. So that's 5. So just to show you what Contra can do, she lands 1 debuff. Are you kidding me? Wow, that is really frustrating. So I guess I'm going to have to A1 and try not to hurt anybody until we cycle back around to her. Well, so anyway, you can see that I'm going to do that manually. I'm going to come back through and just try and let Contra do her thing. So frustrating that she decides not to land there. That was close. So just hit the 10 on 10. That's how low those 2 were, and she needed to provoke both of them with the 5 debuffs on them. So we just snuck that one in. I would have had to rerun it. So that's at least stage 1, stage 2 down with no reruns. So we'll take that. All right, so now we've got 10 plus freezes. I got a freezer in Yakara, and he can do that on his A3 and his A1. So I feel like that's enough freeze. I don't need to put a frost set on anybody. So let's just go in there and I can stun them and then freeze them. So if I just do that and then let Yakara go next. Sorry, Carl, get in there, man. So let's see if he does one freeze. Did I just get one freeze off your Carl? Wow, I think I would rerun that. Yeah, that's more like it. I came back for a second attempt and I got 4 of them on there. So considering he's got an A1 freeze as well, I think we'll just go with that and let's just peter our way through. And I guess I'm probably could just do auto and see if he does it, but I'm a little nervous. So I'm just trying to make sure I get a little bit out of him that I want. And I got to make sure the block debuff chaffs don't actually get a turn. So, well, this one looks pretty safe. So watch, he'll just, hopefully I could freeze him. Yeah, there's another freeze. So that's 5 out of 10. We're looking good. I might as well just hit auto and see how these guys do. I'll bring you back. Yeah, Armand's makes that easy. I just hit full auto from there. So I could have just done it from the beginning because your Carl's really good at putting freezes in. And remember, Carl's a free champ. You can get him right out of the bazaar for 3 versus 3. So just buy your fragments in there. And then Armand's was a fusion. If you missed that, man, what a shame because, boy, that guy just locks down everybody. So really, Armand's and your Carl pretty good at much good at 2-man that stage. So, I mean, Contra's actually pretty helpful, but you could have 2-man that. They were easy. All right, well, that is Barbarians. So that's the easiest faction I've dealt with since this thing started. So, yeah, Carl, and I guess for the second stage, you really did need Contra to place all the debuffs and do the provokes. Obviously, for the provokes, you could use a provoke set if you didn't have Contra. That's what I had to do in another one. All right, well, here we go. 10 plus provoke debuffs. I think we got plenty of them in this faction. I think this faction's full. So if I take Seer out, because she's going to just destroy waves, and I do need to land the debuffs first. We've got Iron Brago, which lands provokes. We have Duck the Pierce, which lands provokes. And I could put Ashnar in there too. I don't know what Tila really does for me. Ashnar too. I'm going to check Ashnar. I'm not sure he's geared. I'll be right back. All right, Ashnar was geared. This one should be really easy. I have 3 provoke champs that are all AoE. And one of them just took a turn without me doing anything, unfortunately. So if we use his, actually, that's true. Duck the Pierce does he can do up to 3 champs. So he hit 2 of the 3. I'm just going to have Geralt not kill everybody right away, because now he can do his. That was 4 provokes in the first wave, so not bad. And that's with our boy Ashnar only not landing any of them because he decided to go faster than I could take him off auto. So I am being careful because if I just let Geralt do his thing, he's probably going to kill everybody, and I can't take him off of that provoke. So interestingly, we only have 1 provoke out there. So if I flip him over and use his A3 provoke skill, he killed people. So that's 6 out of 10 right there. So maybe we can let Geralt flip over and kill everybody. But I just, for sake of mine, I want to see us land all those provokes first. So we got to let everybody cycle back around. Brago's not going to have his back yet. So I'll bring you back. I'll just keep doing this. I actually had to end the battle. Geralt was going to kill everybody. And I need to land those provokes first. So you can't have a damage dealer in there that does that much damage. It'll make the thing slower, but I think if I just put somebody like Artak in there, pick a better aura, and then flip over and then make him come in and do his provoke, what I'll probably do then is just get his provokes out, and then I can go full auto from here, because we'll get enough back by the end of this now. But I just can't have a damage dealer in there that does that much damage. So I'll hit auto from here and just tell you if anything interesting happens. All right, second wave, Ashnar landed all 5 provokes, so we're at 10 out of 10. We'll just auto here from make sure they kill everybody. This is a pretty tanky team, so I don't see anybody dying here either, so we'll just let it roll. All right, they rolled right through that, so that was pretty easy actually. So that's that one I'm pretty happy with. Stage 1, Artak definitely doing the damage and knocking people out. Warlord definitely locking them in, so plenty of provokes landed. That one was good. Let's go to the next stage. What do we got? 10 plus stun debuffs. Yeah, I don't think I got people with stuns in here. So if I just take out Duck, which doesn't do that, I've got Iron Brago, but he only stuns on his A1. 2 Hawk, Raider, Kreela, see again, Robar. These guys are all single targets. Everybody here is a single target provoke, and no one's built. So we're gonna need a provoke set. If I just reset the filters, I mean, not a whole lot of champs here to even choose from. Wow. So I could put a provoke set on Geralt. The problem is Geralt has an AoE, but he may just whack everybody and kill the wave. So I might need to provoke set on Tila, actually Artak. So if I put the provoke set on Artak, he does a bunch of AoEs. That's probably my best choice. I'll be back. 1 million poorer on silver, but we do have Artak in a stun set. So we will just hit auto on this and see if he lands stuns before we hit the end for 10 of them, or if he gets bad RNG. So I see 1, 2 stuns out there. Oh, who's killing all these people? Man, we're killing them faster than I thought we would, though. But we'll just let it run, and we're up to 3 stuns in the first wave, so we'll let it go and see if I just got to make sure I stop it by the last turn if we're not going to get 10 in before this ends. I'll be back. Well, they have multiple block debuff champs on this third wave, and Warlord is an idiot when it comes to his AI, so he comes in with his lockout skills ready, and he shields everybody and lets them put up block debuffs, and then he locks their skills out. I mean, how stupid is the AI that Plarian puts on him? I mean, that skill's got to be one of the best skills in the game, and they don't put it as a priority out of the box. So, yeah, you can build a preset, but come on. How stupid is that? Hate that about Warlord. So stupid. Anyway, rant over. I'm probably going to have to rerun this again just because I could just sit here forever waiting for 2 different block debuff champs to come back through. I don't know. We'll let it run for a little bit. All right, I went manual just so we wouldn't do too much damage, and we actually landed all the stuns we needed, so they did the job. Stun set and Artak worked. I'll go finish this and drop another million, getting that gear put back on Artak. For official records, took me a middling 6 minutes to get through that. As I said, I had to go manual and try and get abilities in there. Geralt could have come in and whipped this wave out, but you got to land the stuns first if you want to 3-star it. So, all right, we got 2 3-stars there. Time for the third stage. Reduce 6+ enemies' HP by 50% with 1 skill. Yeah, that is time to bring Geralt back in there, right? I wonder if Geralt could solo this. All right, I guess I do need to go manual just for a second because I've got to flip Geralt over if I'm not putting a preset on him. So let's just let him A1 and then let's see what Geralt can do. Come on. All right, let's see if Geralt can get 5 here. 1 AoE, is that 5? That's 5. Oh, you only have to do 6 champions. Well, all right, that's 5 out of 6 with 1 attack. All right, we're going auto there, and I really wonder if Geralt could just solo this thing. Too bad I can't check with another key. I guess the magic champs could be a problem for Geralt. So, all right, I'll hold on. Geralt should be able to finish this, and Geralt can join any one else of those others attack with Geralt's A1. If anyone... He has a percentage chance of joining anybody else's attack and just using another A1. So there you go. You can see Geralt is going nuts in there. So he can weak hit the Magic effect, but you gotta love Geralt. Oh man, that guy's awesome. I guess gal. She's actually a female. So come on, Geralt, join in. There you go. So taunt will go back. No, he didn't put his taunt up. So I guess Elva can pick people back up. So, well, this one should be quick. I will be back in a second. All right. Somehow Lady Noelle managed to survive there for a bit. Or not Noelle. That's a speed champ. The name escapes me. All right. So that is 3 stages, 6 stars there. We got 3 stages on the other one, 6 with 3 stars each.
Well, I almost called it a night, then happened to notice over here Sylvan Watchers was sitting over here. So they got 3 open today. So let's see what we're getting into. Heal your champion's HP by 500,000. I have no idea how much that is. I have Elva, who's certainly helpful for that. So if I look for champs who heal, and I don't think that counts continuous heals being placed on champs as a buff. That's probably a separate second skill. So if I just take Elva, you do have one who does some good healing. You've got White Dradia who heals. So you do have a number of champs in here that heal. And then those that do continuous heal buffs, I get a lot of the same champs. So I've never used King Galtabar actually, but he does have continuous heals on all allies. So that's right. So it looks like if I just take in Elva. So I think I throw my 3 healers in there, Oella, White Dradia, and Elva, and let him go, and I got a damage dealer, and I got a reviver, so I'm just gonna hit full auto. I'll come back and tell you if anything happened. I will pay attention to wave 3 and just make sure that I keep everybody alive and save Elva's revive if I need it. Thanks for feedback, that's not much healing at all. So it's wave 1 and we're already done with the 500,000, so I could have brought fewer healers in and more damage dealers and just blown through this faster, but I'll let them finish it. They've earned it. Let's let them go. And I sure hope there's one of these stages where you just need a lot of buffs on your champs. Let's look at these guys. You gotta love it. All right, well, that was pretty easy. Took about 3 minutes because I only had the one epic damage dealer in there, but Daity's really good. So 1.3 million, that one's down. That one was no challenge. So 10 plus freeze debuffs. I actually don't know if I have anybody who's doing freeze in this spec off the top of my head. So this could be not good. Oh, nobody built at all. So is this the frostbite set I gotta bring in? Oh, I don't even know if I've got anybody in. I don't have anybody built in those sets. So I do have Creodin, but I've never built him. So he is 5-star awakened, but he's level 1. So I could put some gear on him and shoot him up in the tavern. He's got an AoE 45 unbooked % chance of placing a freeze for 1 turn. You know they're gonna have the block debuffs champs, so you gotta have him fast enough to get it in there. But he's got freezes on the A1 and the A3. Love to build him in Minnow, not in here. I'm gonna go see if I got any of those frost sets. I'll be back. All right, we're gonna go the frustrating route. Instead of just putting, rocketing up Creodin and putting them in here who would make this easy, I decided to go the slow crappy route. So I did put a frost set on, which does a 20% chance to freeze on the attacker. Like, he's got to get hit too. Yeah, this is probably a really poor choice. He's got to get hit for that too. But what struck me was he has a AoE block buffs, which would stop them from putting up block debuffs. I guess he puts a perfect val on everybody but himself. So that will draw them to him with the frost set. Let's go try it. Hey, I bet I'll give up and bring Creodin back, but why not? Well, I managed to get 4 freezes out of that first round, so it's actually going effectively. My problem is I might have to end up restarting and taking Daithia out because he just kills too many people, and I need Feral to take some hits with this RNG-based approach I'm taking. Well, that's 10 minutes of my life wasted where I'm at 9 out of 10. But if I kill these guys, I'm gonna lose it. Not got the 3-star, I'm gonna have to come back and do it again. So sadly, I think I'm gonna have to restart, take Daithia out so I don't do as much damage and crawl my way to the finish. That sucks. One more, but I can't afford to lose the key. I have to come back and do it again? Okay. All right, I just wasted like 25 minutes of my life. Got to 9 out of 10 again on the last stage, and I would kill the last enemy, and I had to restart. So I'm done with that crap. Don't use the frost set unless you absolutely have to. That's just... So here I am coming back to the strat I should have done in the first place, putting some gear on Creodin and just taking him in, because, man, that's going to be a lot easier. That sucks. Yeah, I can't believe I wasted all that time in my life. Wave 1, I'm already at 9 out of 10. I still have Feral in that frost set, actually, and then with the Creodin Lana stuff, and I'm doing it slow anyway, just because I want to make sure I land them, but now we're at 9 out of 10, so... Really, this should be it. He just needs to land 1. All right, now we can just go auto. Yeah, seriously, it's gonna take like 5 minutes. I spent like I don't know, probably 40 minutes just trying to get Feral to do it by himself. Don't be an idiot like me. Oh man, what a waste. All right, well, Daithia will clear this by himself, so I'll bring it at the end. I have to admit that third wave was pretty tough, so I had to have Elva revive 3 people. Their first hit was pretty hard, but Daithia definitely did a bunch of work there. All right, that's 2 of them, man. That one just was a killer. 10 decreased speed debuffs. We've got Illustrate in there. That won't be a problem. I think I'll take some of these freeze champs out though. All right, I'm gonna try this one full auto and just see if they get there at the end. So I'll bring you if anything interesting happens. All right, fastest one yet, 2.5 minutes, and they just rolled right through that. Illustrate's fantastic. I don't know what you would do if you don't have decreased speed champs like this stage champs. This one's champ specific. I mean, you don't have the champs. There's not gear that's going to put decreased speed. So what do we got? We got 10 mythical charms. We got lesser aspect 60. We got some spiteful remains. We got a 5-star chicken, and we got chaos dust times 3. So, all right, those are the rewards.
So that is the day. That's working out pretty well. Thanks for tuning in.